Hello, Chi. Well, I've been sitting and thinking about your reply that you gave about a week ago, I guess. And it brought up some interesting points, and I'd like to address your first question that you have is about the number of creators and how can you distinguish between one, two, three, four, five, blah, 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 to the nth amount of designers. Well, I've been thinking about that a while and been trying to do some research on how to properly answer that. So I will shoot at this, but this may not be my best answer. I think I might have to reply later more on this. Distinguishing between the amount of designers, I came up with this one theory, is that it's not based on the simplicity or the amount of designers. If always what I look at in architecture, my limited knowledge of engineering, and a few other categories, the more designers you have, the more imperfections you have in the same building. Nothing I see that had the greater amount of designers always had the least, the greater amount of designers always had the more amount of architectural problems, and your least amount of designers always had more of a perfect design. And some of the theories that come in is like the ancient wonders of the world and some other buildings that still last today. That was based on just a few designers. And I think that works in same as in biodiversity. There's a number from the creation point of view is there'd be, as you said, one, two, three. You brought up the appendix, which is now a vestigial organ. But I think he looks at it, the perfection of this world, the perfect set of the Earth, that 1 degree more on its axis or 1 degree or 1 degree in either direction would cause basically the Earth to freeze or to burn up. Just the perfection of it is something that shows to me that there's just one designer. To go on, this could not be a perfect answer, but this is what I'm going to lean at for right now. I'm doing more research, doing some more thinking of that. The question kind of stumped me for a little bit. So I don't know if that's a perfect answer or something that you think is fair. Uh, but I have one question before I can answer the second one. I think fairly, and with the evidence you gave, I could not find that link to the one where you talked about an African man being tested for the genetic code and not having any African tendencies. That seemed kind of far out there. I'd like to listen to that myself. If you could send me the link to that, that would be awesome. But here's a start, and I think it'd be fair. How can I use something that is created and something that it has evolved and based on evolution? It's a tough question. I agree, but so here's what I'm gonna go with. That evolution shows that all these mistakes that could happen, all these probabilities, that it's all based on the survival of the fittest, and that is the best ones that survive. But is it really evolution the ones that survive, or is it just an adaptation? Because one of the things that brings into mind is the moths. During the Industrial Revolution in Europe, there was moths. The white ones got eaten, but the ones that were darker colored stayed black. But as soon as the Industrial Revolution got, I guess, more environmentally friendly, to put it, it started to evenly disperse black and white moths again. Would that be more adaptation or evolution to your point of view? I need a little bit more insight to what you think. Again, I don't know if I completely answered your questions properly. Let me know. And I'm actually going to ask you a series of 5 questions in another video. And I thank you. Let me know if this is your answer. Bye-bye.